African Union Communications, Early Warning, and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals, intelligence, and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. Today, 16 August 2026, the armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. North and South Group forces liberated Kudiyevka and Pershomaryevka. The day's operations include action across 6 operational groups, operational tactical strikes across 159 areas, air defense interceptions, and updated cumulative enemy losses. The North Group of forces liberated Kudiyevka and Kharkov region. The group inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of 2 mechanized brigades, 2 assault regiments of the armed forces of Ukraine, and 1 National Guard brigade close to Ruskiye Tishki, Prikholatnoye, and Svetlichnoye. In Sumy region, strikes hit formations of 1 mechanized brigade, 1 motorized infantry brigade, 1 airmobile brigade, 1 assault regiment, and 2 territorial defense brigades close to Olshanka, Kianitsa, Pisarevka, Grovskoye, Ulanovo, Koronik, and Vakalovshchina. The enemy lost up to 200 troops, 1 armored fighting vehicle, 12 motor vehicles, and 1 artillery gun. The West Group of forces took more advantageous lines and positions. The group's units inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of 4 mechanized brigades of the armed forces of Ukraine, 1 Marine brigade, and 1 border detachment of the State Border Guard Service of Ukraine near Selishe and Izium in Kharkov region, and Mayaki, Lozovoy, and Volchiyar in the Donetsk People's Republic. Enemy losses amounted to more than 210 troops, 4 armored fighting vehicles including 1 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carrier, 15 motor vehicles, and 3 field artillery guns, including 2 Western-made ones. The South Group of forces liberated Pershomaryevka in the Donetsk People's Republic as a result of active offensive actions. Russian troops inflicted fire damage on formations of 3 mechanized brigades, 1 mountain assault brigade, 1 airmobile brigade, and 1 assault regiment of the armed forces of Ukraine near Slavyansk, Shabelkovka, Kramatorsk, Vysokovinanovka, and Nikolaevka. The enemy lost up to 250 troops, 1 armored fighting vehicle, 21 motor vehicles, and 1 artillery gun. The center group's units advanced to the depths of the enemy's defense. Russian troops engaged manpower and material of 3 mechanized brigades, 1 Jaeger brigade of the armed forces of Ukraine, and 3 National Guard brigades close to Rayskoye, Dobropolye, Rubezhnoye, Drushkovka, Lenina, and Sergeyevka in the Donetsk People's Republic. Ukrainian losses amounted to more than 365 troops, 5 armored fighting vehicles, 7 motor vehicles, and 1 Czech-made Vampire multiple launch rocket system. The East Group of forces continued to advance into the depth of the enemy's defense. Strikes were delivered at manpower and hardware of 1 assault brigade, 3 air assault brigades, 2 assault regiments of the armed forces of Ukraine, and 1 Marine brigade close to Malinovka and Kolomayetsi in Dnipropetrovsk region, and Mirovka, Timoshevka, and Chervenaya Krynytsa in Zaporozhye region. The armed forces of Ukraine lost more than 330 troops, 4 armored fighting vehicles, 8 motor vehicles, and 2 artillery guns. The DNEPR Group of forces improved the tactical situation. Losses were inflicted on formations of 2 mechanized brigades, 1 mountain assault brigade, and 1 assault regiment of the armed forces of Ukraine near Malokatarinovka, Grigorovka, Dmitrovo, and Yulievka in Zaporozhye region. Up to 35 troops, 17 motor vehicles, and 1 electronic warfare station were neutralized. Operational tactical aviation, attack drones, missile troops, and artillery delivered the campaign-shaping strike effort. They inflicted damage on fuel, power, and transport infrastructure of the Ukrainian armed forces, assembly workshops and storage depots for long-range unmanned aerial vehicles and uncrewed surface vehicles, as well as temporary deployment areas of Ukrainian armed forces and foreign mercenaries in 159 areas. Air defense systems shot down 14 guided aerial bombs, 1
US-made HIMARS MLRS projectile, 9 Flamingo long-range cruise missiles, and 1,478 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles.
Since the beginning of the special military operation, the enemy has lost 673 aircraft, 284 helicopters, 209,977 unmanned aerial vehicles, 669 anti-aircraft missile systems, 30,598 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,772 multiple launch rocket system combat vehicles, 36,166 field artillery guns and mortars, and 69,400 units of support military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.